Well, hello everybody. It's a beautiful Friday for baseball. Beautiful sunshiny day, about 75 degrees. It was just an amazing day, and today we played Tri-Village High School. Tim, we played Tri-Village a couple times in the past few years. They're a tough team, but today it looks like we walked away with a 10-3 victory.
Yeah, what a great day, man. You come out on a Friday afternoon and we finally get the weather to break.
Yes, finally.
That's a little bit of a story, but you're right, man. The real story happened on the diamond tonight. The boys responded.
They did. They responded. I mean, we played a really tough Carlisle team the other day. Even though we lost that one, we played okay. But we came back out here against a team that is always a Division IV, kind of a Division IV rival, not really a conference rival, but a Division IV rival when you talk about sectionals and districts and things like that. So now we go to 9-3, and we got big stuff coming down the road. But Luke pitched well. Isaac, man, you put the ball inside to him, the boy's going to hit it.
Yeah, he really does favor that inside pitch, doesn't he?
He likes it. He likes it.
But all the boys, I mean, top to bottom, the lineup was swinging, hacking, putting the ball in play.
Yeah, we had 11 hits, 10 runs on 11 hits. We had a few walks in there. We looked at we had a suicide squeeze.
Yep. That was well executed.
Perfectly executed, and you know, Isaac made a great slide because there was a play made at the home on that play. It's a great slide there. Jonathan Wright had a couple of hits, good hits. Nate had a couple of hits.
Caleb Tomlin had 2 hits.
Caleb had a couple of hits, so you know, they did well. So we're real pleased with this game and the outcome of this one. So if everybody will just hang on for a second, we'll have Coach Doug over here, and then we will have a player of the game. Stand by. Well, Coach, man, that was a 10-3 win against Tri-Village, man. It's always good to beat them.
That's a good win. Tri-Village is a really good club. They beat National Trail 2 nights ago. They're a really good club. Yeah, they're a good team. They beat Brookville 10-9. Like that is a really good team.
Yeah.
They're really well coached. They play good defense. The play the center fielder made on Halter in the first.
Yes.
Oh my. Full sprint, full extension. You know, they came up in the top of the first. They got that big run. Bottom of the first, I made a lineup change with the way Isaac's been swinging it. So put him in the 3-hole. He got a big hit to tie the game at 1, keep the pressure, put the pressure back on them. Alex should have gave us the lead, but the center fielder made the best defensive play in the game we've played all year, I think. That was phenomenal. And, you know, so I think that worked out. And then the second inning, Luke settled down, I thought. And I thought Luke started to be Luke.
Yeah.
He had to figure out what he did have today because he didn't have his good stuff. And he knew he was on a short pitch count, which I think sometimes puts pressure on a pitcher because he's going to start it Tuesday night at senior night, right? So he knew he had a smaller pitch count than I normally give him. And but I thought after the first inning, he settled down. He pitched well. And then with moving Nate to the 6th hole, I thought he responded phenomenally. He came up in the second, and that was all his idea. We didn't talk about it. It was nothing. I was as shocked as anybody. He bunts for a hit, steals a bag, puts pressure on the defense, ends up giving them a lead to put pressure on the defense. And later he had another hit. He had another bullet at the center fielder. So I thought Nate responded the way Nate always responds. He's that kind of person. So yeah, there was a lot of good stuff today.
You know, Tim and I were talking against Carlisle. He mentioned, you know, a lot of little things in a game can cost you a game, and then it can also win you a game. A lot of little things today, like an executed suicide squeeze, an executed bunt by Nick that got runners over to second and third. Little things.
Yeah, I don't care where you bat in the order on this team. I really don't. We're going to play the game that we want to play at Dayton Christian. I believe in a certain brand of baseball that I was taught by Coach Nicely and Coach Hobbs, rest his soul, and Coach Sawyers. We're going to bunt. We're going to put pressure on the defense, running the bases. That's just the game. That's the way I believe the game should be played. So we're going to continue to do that. If you're the cleanup hitter and you got to get a bunt down, then get a bunt down. Like, I don't care who you are. Get it down. And Nick did a great job. He responded to the situation, got a bunt down, got the runners over. You know, Alec, you know, can't K in that situation, right? He Ks. Nate comes up with 2 outs, does what he needs to do, puts the ball in play, and we score the run. So, you know, so that's good baseball. That's Dayton Christian baseball. That's who we want to be. We want to do the fundamentals better than everybody else. That's what we try to pride ourselves on. And I think we had 9 or 10 stolen bases again today. The length of the lineup's been awesome. I think John Wright had 2 hits again in the 8-hole.
Caleb Tomlin had 2 hits.
Yes, Caleb Tomlin had another big game. you know, we're working through some changes with Caleb, and it's tough, but I think he's starting to come out. He's starting to see what we're looking at. And, you know, third baseman made a funny comment about Caleb. He came up his first at bat, and the third baseman looks at the pitcher and goes, "Hey, he's not a normal 9-hole." I look at him and I was like, "Son, what are you talking about?" He goes, "Coach, I know your stats. That kid's hitting like 400.
And he was hitting exactly 400. You're exactly right.
So, you know, so the length of the lineup has been crucial, and I just have amazing kids. They're fun to coach, and you know, we play early in the game, runner on what you were talking about, the little things, right? Runner on second, nobody out. Izzy comes up. Izzy's a guy who's got the power to leave any park we play in, and he understands his responsibility as a senior. He hits a ground ball to the second baseman. We get the runner over to third, and then score him.
Yep.
Then Isaac gets another Isaac gets an RBI out of that, right? That's the baseball you got to play. Naaman did it later in the game. You remember, no outs, hit a ground ball to the right side, got the runner over. So they're buying in. They're playing the game the way it should be played, and when you do that, good things will happen.
Yeah, they're a very unselfish bunch.
Coach, a lot of good things there. We were talking how great it is to have 3 lefty batters.
Yeah.
How exciting that is when we have guys on base who want to go to opposite field. We've got some natural pull guys that can do that.
Yeah.
Your coaching today, the adjustments to the lineup, the team responded. The bats were hot. People came out, just looked like they were enthusiastic to be at the plate.
Yeah.
It's exciting. That's a small little...
I mean, anybody who knows me knows I'm not a lineup tinkerer. I don't tinker lineups very often. I like to have a set lineup and play it every day. So when I make a lineup, it's a week in my brain because I'm slow to the trigger on a lineup change, right? Because I want guys to understand their role. I want them to understand what I want out of them in their role. But these kids are phenomenal. So we make an adjustment. Nate has a big game in the 6 hole. We move Isaac up to the 3 hole, and he has another big-time game. I mean, he was obviously, I thought he looked like the best player on the field to me today.
Well, this is a segue, Coach, because good coaching move there. And today, guys, there's a milestone for Coach Adams as he gets his 50th win here at Dayton Christian. Congratulations, Coach. That's a big deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, man.
It's been a fun few years. 50's a lot.
Well, think about that. That's really in less than 3 full seasons.
Yeah, the COVID year. One we'll never get back, right? But,
never get that back. So that's pretty good. So congratulations to that.
Yeah, I'm really good at talking about them, not so good talking about me.
I know. But you know what? This is we're going to talk about it because we appreciate all the work that you do with these boys, because you don't get your 50th win unless these boys are out here performing.
I feel like I've been here for a long time. In all honesty, I feel like I've been here a long time already. I know I really haven't, but to think that we're at 50, I mean, that just, it goes back to how good Matt Morrison was, how good John Sharp was, and how good Steve Skolik was, and he's at 101 and he's the all-time leader, right? So, because I feel like I've been here for a while, and 50 wins is awesome, and that's a cool accomplishment. But to think that Matt had over 60 wins, and John had over 80 wins, and Steve obviously won over 100. So, I think it says a lot more for those guys, because I feel like I've been here a while and they have so many wins.
Well, we need to get you on up into the 60s before this season's over, right?
That's right. And this team is responding to your coaching, Coach, and I really am looking forward to how this season's going to kind of progress. So
yeah, no, it's been a tough year with all the adversity we had early, but now everybody's back in uniform and we're starting to get better, and we're starting to find who we are defensively, and that's really helped. Isaac Knopp's been a huge guy for our defense. Isaac Knott's been phenomenal in the outfield. He's unselfish. We DH for him. He never says a word about getting in at bat. Occasionally I try to give him one. I think he deserves it because he works hard. He never argues and never says a word. Just goes out and plays a good outfield. So I think that and moving Caleb to third base has really kind of set our defense.
Well, they're just an unselfish bunch of young men.
Absolutely.
They really are. They really are. So one of the most selfless out there is our player of the game. Let's talk about him.
Yeah, sophomore Isaac Scanlon. He's really come a long way since I met him in 8th grade year when he was just Nate's little brother, right? But guys like Isaac are why you come to the park. He's one of those guys. He's gotten so much better. His swing looks better. He's made fundamental changes this winter. It's created more power by him changing from a rotational to more of a linear hitter. And he's just been phenomenal for us. I don't know what he's been. He's got 550, 600, whatever it is. It's a lot. Obviously we're going to keep facing tougher opponents. Tomorrow we got a big one. But nobody deserves this more than Isaac. He's a great kid. He's unselfish. He's selfless. He's a catcher by trade, and he's a really, really good one. But he had to accept his role in the outfield, and and tomorrow we get to see him on the bump.
Yep.
So I think our pog's Isaac Scanlon.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Congratulations again. Isaac Scanlon.
Congratulations.
Jump in here, man. Congratulations.
Thank
Tim, have at it, dude.
Isaac, another great day. It seemed like you were really sitting on the pitches. Tell me what you were seeing and how it felt.
A lot of fastballs. I got walked twice, so.
I think you took one on the elbow too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm always rooting for the bat to put you in play, but you know I'm glad that you were on. You were on every time today, which is a big deal. I mean, you work yourself in a position, you put your team in a good position by doing that. But the at bats, the ones that you get the hits down.
Yeah. So you served one out there. You served one over there. You had three hits, 2 hits. You had 3 RBIs. You were on base every single time. You just about made a shoestring catch out here that would have ended the game, I think, early.
Yeah.
And that was a great effort. And I think you knew the situation, so great effort. So, any final thoughts before this plane lands? Yeah, give him a head woogie. There you go.
Good job, buddy.
Hey, congratulations.
Tomorrow.
You certainly have earned this. Isaac Scanlon is our player of the game, and with Isaac is one of the players that just makes this whole thing run like it does. So tomorrow morning, Coach has scheduled a game against Centerville. They're some little cheesy D1 team from somewhere over there. Somewhere. I think they got like 30 kids that go to the school there, and so it's a little tiny school. So we're going to play them at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's actually going to be a really big game for us, and certainly going to help to prepare us for the big guys coming up. So, and the playoff run. So 9 o'clock, everybody try to be here until tomorrow morning. This is
Isaac.
and this is
Tim.
and this is Dale, and we are out.